So how did it feel to get back on the field after a couple weeks?
It was great. It was fun. It's good to be back out there. So good day, and I'm excited about it.
For you, last two at bats especially, you were active on the bases. I mean, what was that like going first to third? And that's the way you play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad I can do it. That's my style of game. And I got told if I get a chance to do it, and I need to make sure I can do it. So that was a good spot to do it, and I felt good about it. Felt good sliding head first. So good overall day, and I'm excited.
How many things did you knock off the checklist today?
For me personally, probably about everything. Just to be able to see the ball, make sure I'm swinging at the right stuff in the zone, but being able to tell the pitch location, all that good stuff. So for me, it was a great day. Was able to get some good swings off. Was able to kind of feel like I was who I am as a player. Was able to run and all that good stuff. So, I would say it was a good day.
Do you still want to play the outfield here tomorrow?
We're going to see what they say. I'm just going to do what I'm told. I understand that there's a plan and a process that has to be followed. So, whatever they say, I'll do.
How frustrating has this been, though? I mean, obviously you take 95 to the head. There's a certain recovery process, but I know it was a daily kind of saga for a little bit here to get cleared.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, head injuries are always tough, and you never know when you're going to feel good or bad. So, for them to be awesome throughout the whole process, just to kind of hang with me, to listen to the stuff I was saying, it means a lot to me. Because I want to be out there, and it's very easy for me to just say I'm okay. But they looked after me well, and I owe our whole staff a lot for allowing me to just kind of be slow and get back to 100%.
Were you able to hit off live pitching the last few days, or was it just off a tee?
No, I mean I've been hitting on the field pretty steady. I've been hitting off at the machines. Just attempting to see some velocity. This is the first time I've seen arm. So this is a next step in the process, and I felt good about it.
Have you ever been around a team like this Blue Jays team right now? Does it remind you of some of the great Astro team that you were on?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, man. These guys play hard every day, and they're in every single game. It sucks to not be there and to watch it from afar, because I love those boys. But to see them play the way they did and are, it means a lot to me. So hopefully I can get back to them as fast as I can.
Yesterday at the Rogers Center at BP, you were talking about being honest with the doctors, letting them know everything with the concussion. It's not your first concussion. The one thing you said too is you were trying to get your ears to pop. Is that kind of the last thing?
No, that I don't think that has anything to do with anything. I've had some congestion, honestly, and I've been trying to get my ears to pop, and I don't know. It's the weirdest. When you fly, your ears get all messed up, and I was trying to get my ears to pop, and I think I finally did.
Hey, you were having a chat with Alec Bowman, third base there. What's it like, the two rehab guys? What do two rehab guys talk about during the pitch?
The game. We talk about a lot of stuff. He feels good. Obviously been swinging the bat well. We're just kind of discuss. We actually talked about Bobby Witt for a while. Right. Just about how the stuff he can do. We talked about how they got Duran, and he's throwing 105, which is not always fun to face. So just kind of a normal thing, but just mainly about health and how he's doing and how I'm doing.
You also got some new players on Toronto's team, and even the players that have come up from Buffalo. Everyone seems to gel in that clubhouse. What's it been like?
It's been amazing. I mean, I think that just shows who we are as a team. Guys are together. Everyone's pulling for one another. It's about the name on the front, not the name on the back. And I think anytime you get a clubhouse full of guys that are going that direction, staff included, and then the guys who are, obviously who have been up, and the guys that we just got are all on the same page. And again, I think that's special. You never know how it'll end up, but I just think us as a team have the name on the front before the name on the back.
Organizationally, this Buffalo team hasn't had a good season, one loss-wise, but what's it like just seeing guy after guy get their work in here and come up and contribute, whether it's in the bullpen and the lineup? A bunch of them have done it this year.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows you that, you know, there's more about process, and, you know, guys are doing what they need to do. You know, guys are coming up and being prepared. They're understanding what, you know, is expected of them, whether it's on the mound or in the box. You know, how we play as a team, I think, is kind of echoed, you know, down through all levels. And I think as guys get closer, you know, guys ultimately gets where they want to go, you know, they see exactly, you know, how we play and what's in kind of what's expected. Again, you know, that goes to the staff that's here, you know, the staff at all levels who are preparing these guys for what's expected.
Speaking of preparing, while you're here in Buffalo, how tempted were you to tap the hat for ABS?
No. I'm not going to. It is a little interesting system, but, you know, while I'm here, I'm not going to do it.
And George, just wondering, how excited were you ahead of this game? When was the last time you were this excited to play a baseball game?
I mean, I think for me, it's the excitement of getting back out there. I would say probably every day. You know, I get excited to play every day. It's fun. I mean, it's an honor to play. You know, obviously, for me, you know, I had a little bit of a scary moment. You know, it puts things into perspective. You know, how fortunate we are to play this game every day, and, you know, I'm not going to take any day for granted.